All right. Hey, Marcy Boland. Good evening. Hello, Lupus Sound. Hello. Welcome aboard. Hope everybody's doing okay. Super Vibes, thank you for the Heart Puff cereal. My favorite Saturday morning snack. The crows are singing. Yes. Coffee Bean, thank you for the heart me. Thank you for confirming your membership on the team. And welcome to the wildest and craziest, wackiest chat team I've ever seen. It is Monday night. I'm happy to be here. Hope everybody's doing well. It is currently 9:51 on the East Coast. Oh my God, it is early. Coffee Bean, thank you for the popular vote. Hello, Philip. Welcome aboard. Hello, Tracy. Good evening. Hope you're doing okay. I hope everyone gets a good sleepy time tonight. It's been a not too long of a day, but a lot happened. Finally went to the laundromat. I've been waiting to do that for a little while. I hope everybody's doing okay. I look forward to making friends with the crows. Might take a little while, but... Crow Whisperer. Yes. Thank you, Taylor. There's a peanut over there for you if you want it. Yeah, if there's fresh clothing available, I might have some. Thank you for the emojis. going to take a break and wait for... I'm going to wait for them to quiet down. There's not much I can do while they're doing that. So, let's have a quick little other thing. Where's the... Okay, it's okay if I play guitar now? Alright. Alright, how we doing on team memberships? Okay, we got 1 out of 9 with this team membership thing. We'll let that keep going for a little while. Hello, Mikeness. Good evening. Alicia, thank you for the heart me. Thank you for keeping on top of your membership records. They are well maintained, after all. Welcome to Monday night. Today is May 19th, 2025. It's pretty good. It's no longer the beginning of a new year. I mean, we are in this year. This is what this year is. Old Crow Medicine Show. Never heard of it. Thank you for the heartbeat. Hello, Dr. Dark Alley Allywobs, attorney at law. Hello, Poke My Heart. Thank you for the heart puff. Hello, Dorothy. Thank you for the heartbeat. And welcome to Monday night. Let me see here. We got 4 out of 9 heartbeats. We're on the way. Okay. Hello, Chef Cell. Good evening. And thank you for the flower. Dr. Dark Alley Allywobs, attorney at law. Thank you for the finger heart. And good evening. Thank you for listening to this evening's Animal Jam. I've been, improvising music with wild animals for many years. Follow my TikTok and please send as much money as possible. Thank you. Okay.
Hey, Jenna! Get over here!
Hey, Jessica. Hey, Dot. All right. Y'all so ugly. When you play Mortal Kombat, Scorpion says, "Stay over there." I'm glad you like the stone wall. I'm lucky to be here. Ah, the sounds of nature. Get out of here! Yeah. I'm in a secret location, Jess. Hey. Look what I got. What do you think of that? This is chocolate ice cream with coffee in it and Ceylon cinnamon. Ties it all together. Very best drink on TikTok. Listen to me. I'm the guy with the Einstein shirt. Therefore, I am the authority of this topic. Okay. Always trust a guy on TikTok wearing an Einstein shirt. T Martin 502. Thanks for hooking us up. I can't wait to enjoy some of this. It's very good. That's right, Owlie Wobbs. We're in Missouri. Fabulous. Your shoes look fantastic. And welcome to Monday night. Rachel Zeiler. Rachel Zeiler, thank you for the tapping. Dot knows how this works. Yes, Coffee Bean knows how this works. Yes. Thank you, T Martin 502, for contributing to this experience in the form of caffeine. Yes. How are we doing on the other goal? Some team memberships. Okay, we got 4 out of 9. Okay, 5 more team members on the records. The reason why I chose 9 is because it's the highest digit that takes up only 1 character. If you go to 10, well, now you're using 2 characters, so you might as well do 99. Just Kara, thank you for becoming the 82nd team member. This is huge. This is 4/5 of the way to competing with the main account. That's pretty good. Let's see if we can get 20 more team members before the 23rd, and maybe I won't switch back. Nah, I gotta use that subscriber stuff. I gotta use the subscriber-only emojis. People paid for that shit. We gotta use it. What's up, Jude? Hello. Good to see you. Okay, Lupus Sound and Coffee Bean and Jude, April, Poked My Heart, T. Martin, many others. Good evening. Jess Kara. Where's the blue guitar pick from? This is actually my preferred pick. Under normal circumstances, that is the pick I would be using. Now, they're not always around, but I brought like 8 or 9 of these with me, and sometimes I can't find any of them. Use medium? Yeah, this one is 1 millimeter. I don't like it when the pick bends when it touches the strings, because then it takes like an extra few milliseconds to hear what you wanted to do. Also, the ratio of the plastic click sound to putting the string into vibration is important to me too. I like using heavier picks. But I also have a very light touch, so, you know, I like using a really heavy pick, but when I'm playing through Alicia, thank you for the confetti. Thank you for the confetti, Alicia. When I play through the camera, I am kind of more likely to strike harder, but if we're in person, I'm more likely to like play like whisper quiet. I don't know if you can hear that, but that's how softly I pick, especially when I play electric. I like using a medium gain So when I play softly, it's clean, and then if I pick harder, it becomes distorted. So usually I just, instead of turning the distortion pedal on or off like the way we do it Nirvana style, these days I like using medium distortion, and I control whether it's distorted or not with my picking. Can non-pick yeah, you can pick with anything, yeah. And every material is going to sound different, because in addition to setting the string into vibration, you also have, you also have that combined with that, so different materials are going to sound different when you do that. And plastic is the worst. Hello, Pooplet. Yes, I'm wearing a Einstein shirt. Let's put the coffee back in the shot. Alicia, thank you for the confetti. It is a celebration over here. I mean, it's already 10:10 on the East Coast. I'm nowhere near getting ready to do the sleep show vibes. I need it to get dark, for one thing. So, alright then. So, oddly enough, now that I'm in this time zone, now it kind of puts me in a better position to do a morning show. Because for me, at like 3 or 4 in the morning, I could be up all night and really on, and then I could perform for people who it's like 6 or 7 a.m. for on the East Coast, so like I could be awake enough to actually do a real morning show. I don't think I'm going to do that here. I've been falling asleep at reasonable hours, which is really good. I think being here is fixing my delayed sleep phase syndrome. Hello, Cassizzle. Is it 7:10 there? Yeah, 7:11 right now. Yeah, I'm on Pacific time. I'm in the same time zone as Jude. And Taylor. Yeah, the music that I play on the sleep show, I mean, that's the nighttime music, but if I were to running a morning show, most of you have heard the morning show, I like playing the classic music mostly. I like sticking with songs from before the 1970s, ranging from 1920s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. That's the way I like to do a morning show. I think when starting the day, having something that almost everybody kind of sort of has in common is a really good starting point before branching off into whatever else. That's what I like waking up to. I like waking up to really, really old music. A good thing about not being on for like 11 hours a day anymore is it's probably been a month since the last time that we've listened to more than 100 songs in a session. So now that we're down to listening to far less than 100 songs a day, now we have more space for the best of the songs to breathe. Last night I listened to Fade Into You by Mazzy Star for the first time in a month, and it was pretty good. Now playing that song twice a week can be tiresome, maybe not at first. Now I use iTunes, and the reason for that is because it gives me a lot of data about the material, like the date of the last play. So one of the things I do, Emerald Floyd, thank you for the TikTok. So when selecting music for a playlist, I will often sort everything by if I have time. and I'm in a quiet place, then I'll sort everything by date of last play. And I'll try to scroll back either to last season or the last time something drastically changed. So for the past few days, what I do is I scroll back to before I left, which would be like 420-ish. And I'm looking at 419, 418, 417, and so far, so back, and so back. And so like almost everything that's been played in the past few days hasn't been played in a month or more. Mito, thank you for the heart me. And tonight will probably be no different. There will just be a few selections that have been played previously this week. Because as, you know, like anybody else, there's songs that are earworming me and I have to listen to it no matter how long it's been. But for the most part, most of the material will be stuff that hasn't been played in a month. And I really like how a lot of good songs now have a lot more breathing room. We're less likely to hit repeats. Mito, thank you so much for the cowboy hat. I will see you at high noon. Yeah, so Lupus Sound says they like to bring 600 songs to pull from, and then throughout the course of the night, they'll pull 80 out of those that get played. Right. So you have your music library, and then you have like a sub-library or a sub-playlist, and then from that you pull, and then you have the playlist. So what I described about going back about when things were last played, that's if I have time. If I'm in a hurry, I have sub-playlists. I have like a playlist of all the goth stuff, all the R&B stuff, all the classics, all the 90s, all the 80s, and the sleep show proper, the pure whateverness, the electronica. And I can go through each of those playlists and I'll pull like 5 to 10 songs from each of them to make the overall pie. And then the ordering of the songs, I'll do that as we go. That's if I'm in a hurry. If I have time, I can curate the entire experience, but that does take a lot of time, and I have learned 2 years ago that it is kind of dangerous to assume the vibe, to try to control ahead of time how things are going to go. So flexibility is very important, and as a DJ you have to respond in the moment to the way things are actually working and ask yourself, is this next song actually the right song to play right now? Maybe not. And let's grab this other one. Boom. Poopalette, thank you for the likes. Because what the next song is, that could have been based on a decision you made 5 or 6 hours ago, and that's not right now. The most important thing to me is avoiding repeats or avoiding playing what feels like the same songs every day. That said, that only affects a very small number of viewers, because even though a lot of people stay for almost the whole time, when you zoom out and look at the week, the top viewers don't even see 2/3 of what happens. So, and there's only so many people who stay for longer than an hour. So it would be if I had an hour playlist and I just put that on repeat and only did that, there would only be so many people that would notice or care. Everybody else either wouldn't notice or they wouldn't even know. They wouldn't even realize it because they're not here long enough to hear it flip around. Anyway, I look forward to putting tonight's playlist together. I have the second ice cream and coffee of the day. Some of you may have seen the wake up one. I was at the laundromat for a bit. That was good. That had to be done. I'm still wearing clothes from 2 days ago, but I look forward to putting on clean clothes in a little while. As I say all the time, you're lucky if you don't have smell-o-vision on TikTok. Widham Hilly. Thank you, Kate. Alright, Kate's saying it's a record label out of Palo Alto in the 1980s. Love it. Great. Hello, Grace. Thank you for the "you're awesome." Hello, Lena. Good afternoon. It is 6:24 in Anchorage, and it's getting late. Hello, Wink. Good evening. And welcome to Monday. It is currently 7:26 on the West Coast. And we're hanging out with some birds. Poke my heart, thank you for the paper crane. The legend and the magic of the paper crane. Oh my God, Willow's house is officially clean! Let's go! Hey, I put a peanut over there for you, Crow. It's over there. I don't know if you can see it. Alright. Willow, thank you for the heart me. Thank you for confirming your membership on the team. Jordan, hello. Thank you for the heart me. Thank you for paying your membership dues. Here at the Do Nothing Company, I'll take care of the membership don'ts. Whiskey, thank you for the butterflies. I'm very lucky to receive butterflies at a time like this. Voice Bells needs the moment. Let's go take a look at the peanut that we sat down. It's right over here. It's still here. Okay, you can see me. You can see the peanut. Where shall we put it? Let's put it in a spot where you can see it. Let's put it up high. Let's put it right up here. You see that? It's over here. Okay. Ava, what are you doing? It's really rude to imply that there was something wrong with me before. Perowitzki, thank you for the Perowitzki, thank you for the finger heart. So this is a, Jenny, thank you for the heart me. Thank you for confirming your membership on the team, the wildest and craziest, wackiest chat team I've ever seen. Well, now that we have the team membership goal achieved, I'm going to move on to other ventures. Let's see what we can do with more coffee. Let's see if we can get more coffee. Alright, let's try that. Okay. Jenny, thank you for becoming the 84th active team member. You will receive your extra value bonus membership hangout package within 6 to 8 business months. Yeehaw indeed. Mikeness, thank you so much for the coffee. I would love to enjoy some coffee. I made some ice cream and coffee earlier. Some Ceylon cinnamon to tie it all together. Hello, little cat. Good evening. It is currently It is currently 7:30. It's 7:36. All right. T Martin 502, thank you for the galaxy. Thank you for the very best possible thing we can do on TikTok. I can't believe I was just about to sign off. Alright everybody, you can thank T Martin for saving all of our asses, because I was literally just about to sign off. Alright, let's hang out. I'm going to speak through the animals. I'm in control here, they're not. Alright, Middle Cat, thank you for the heart me. Thank you for confirming your membership on the team. It is 7:37 on the East Coast, on the West Coast. Sorry, I gotta get used to that. Let's make a new goal. Thank you, T Martin, for the galaxy, the very best possible thing that can happen on TikTok. Let's set up a new coffee goal and see what that happens. Okay. I'm gonna... Alright, let's pick this back up. Poked my heart. Thank you for the Heart Puff cereal. My favorite Saturday morning snack. Mikeness, thank you for the coffee. I would love to have some coffee. Thank you for crushing that coffee goal. I'm really looking forward to having some. Hello, Miss Scum. Good to see you. It's very good. Good game, Middle Cat. This is the second ice cream and coffee today. You're very hungry? Okay. I had some French toast with orange and banana earlier, and it was kind of expensive, but I didn't eat all of it in one sitting. I did the math thing. Yeah. Hello, Secret Garden. Thank you for the likes. Likeness is chugging the coffee. I look forward to doing tonight's show. The first night I got here, I started it at 3:30 a.m. And the next night, I started at like 11 p.m. Then the next night, I started at 10 p.m. And then last night, I started at 9:45. So tonight, I'm going to try to go for 9:15, 9:30. We'll see how that goes. That's Pacific time. So if you're on the East Coast, I will not appear until after midnight. Which isn't too much more than an hour and a half from now. Hello, Jenny. Thank you for the finger heart. Thank you for the finger heart, Jenny. I need to wait for it to get dark. I gotta wait on my playlist. I still feel like it's the afternoon. I don't feel like it's nighttime yet. Jenny, thank you for the tapping. Thank you, voice bells. I use the default ones that come with the thing. It's like included in the price. $15 songs an hour. That sounds... Yeah, that sounds good. Keep the thing moving, you know? Poupolette, thank you for the tapping. Hey, come on back. Alright, it's about time for more dogs. Alright, what's up, Kevin? Or meet Kevin. Hi, Kevin. Okay, well, Kevin's doing stuff. Let's not bother Kevin. Okay, let's not show that on camera. Jeez. The hell, dude? Oh my god. Are you trying to get me banned? Yeah, little... Alright. Jeez, dude. Keep it clean. It's supposed to be a family-friendly program. Oh my god. Middle Cat, thank you for the good game. That dog needs a diaper.
That's my old dog, okay? I'm judging you.
When my dog had a diaper, the house was much cleaner. Oh, there's ants in my coffee. Thank you for the doggy kisses, T. Martin. What a lovable, sweet doggy coming with us. Beautiful, beautiful animal. Yes. Alright, bye, Kevin. I'll see you soon. Alright. See, that didn't take long. So that wasn't bad at all. Alright. We'll get some more animals coming. That was the only thing that my program lacked. My original Respectfully Obsessed top viewer, top donor, the one from 2.5 years ago, who helped build this thing with us and inspired me to become a whatever this is. She left me for somebody with a cat. Yeah, she was just like, well, he has a cat. And I'm like, that's... Hi, Thor. Alright, now Thor's here. You've seen Thor before. Hello. That's you. Yeah, you can... Dot, thank you for the lightning. Very good. Thor is a majestic beast. Needs a haircut. Wow, thank you for the cats. Thank you, Jenny. Very, very wonderful. Okay, didn't you come out here for a reason? I mean, we can hang out, but don't you have something to do? Alright. Thor is the god of lightning. Thank you, Dorothy. The wind keeps changing directions. Chubby Fat Man, thank you for the heart me. Thank you for confirming your existing membership in my favorite chat team. Oh, look at this. My nicotine stains came off. Almost. They're almost all the way off. But you remember how much like brown and sometimes it was black in between my fingers? I kept telling everybody, like, hey, it comes right off if you like scrape it with a nail file. And I did that. And I've actually been smoking a lot less, believe it or not. When I was back at, where most of you met me, I was just drinking coffee constantly and chain smoking because I didn't want to be there. and I was trying to keep a positive attitude, and it was really hard to keep a positive attitude during that, but I had to, because I never would have got out of there. And that's why when anybody got in my way or broke the vibe, it hurt so much more, because what you didn't see was what was happening in the background. And I didn't want to talk about that or reveal it because I thought I would never get out. But yeah, I was smoking way too much, but I had to do it to survive the short term. And now that I'm out, I mean, things are a little more reasonable now. Does not compute. You come a long way, baby. Poublet, thank you for the cap. All right, let's do this. Okay, let's Now you say you're sorry. I cried the whole night through, so you can cry me a river. Cry me a river. I cried a river over you. Now you say you're sorry, but just to prove you do, so come on and cry me a river. Cry me a river. I cried a river. Oh, Jenny, thank you so much for the travel with you. The travel with you is a very important. Dot, thank you for the flower. Poke My Heart, thank you for the Heart Puff cereal. Thank you so much. Middle Cat, thank you for the lightning. Everybody here is very kind and generous. Thank you, Jenny, for the travel with you. Very nice. Kate has asked for some details about my situation. Is it okay to ask what you were in? I was in New Jersey, about 20 minutes outside of Philadelphia, where I've spent about half of my life. I was living in an apartment with an old friend and an acquaintance and the acquaintance's girlfriend. And I was also renting a storage unit that I was running a studio out of. And then I got really sick. Really sick. I thought I wasn't going to make it. So I moved back in with my parents, because that made sense. And got all the stuff moved out of the apartment and the storage unit, brought everything over there. I thought it was going to be for just a few months, but after I got better, it was really hard to get out, mostly because of the psychological issues. It was really hard to focus and get any work done in that environment. It was especially hard to think big. My family's cool. I mean, they like me. They want to hang out, but that was kind of the problem. My friends and my family had easy access to me, and I just couldn't get any time alone. So I tried doing the boundaries thing, and that only works with people inside boundary culture. Having boundaries doesn't work on like normal people. They'll negotiate with you, or tell you it's not a big deal, or they'll ignore it, or they'll just show up the next day anyway, or pretend that they didn't understand what you were talking about. Expressing clear boundaries only works with other people who knows what that means, and that's a minority of the population. Telling your friends and family that you need space to try to find a job, just that doesn't really work. So, you know. So while I was sick, 200 people, including friends, family, former clients, friends of friends, and even people who I haven't spoken to in years, 200 people crowdfunded me to be able to get through the recovery period without having to worry about going back to work too soon. And meanwhile, while I was recovering, I was starting to use TikTok. I started off with just occasional guitar videos, and then very gradually started speaking. And by the time I started going live, I started going live about a month after I had completely given up on the possibility of actually growing up and getting a real job and getting the fuck out of there. I knew it was impossible. I think I had my last surgery in like the February 22, and by August 22, I had completely given up. I was like, there's no way I'm going to be able to get a job. There's going to be no way I can even think big about what that job is, or get like upskill. All I knew was that I didn't want to go back to recording bands. I didn't want to go back to living the lifestyle that got me sick. And besides, I had done it for 20 years. I was happy with the work I'd done, and I was ready to move on to something bigger. I didn't want to zoom in on music anymore. I don't think it's a good business model, and I think it's smarter for the songwriters themselves to do that work. Audio production is now an extension of songwriting. It's just a part of playing an instrument. If you write songs and you want to make those songs come alive, you have to take it upon yourself to not only learn how to play every instrument, but also how to produce. Because if you don't, someone else who did do that work is going to outperform you and get there before you did. You're going to need a lot of money and a lot of help if you are going to try to actually do something. But that's how I attracted people to work with, because as a songwriter, I learned how to produce just to make my own music come alive, and that's what got other people near me asking me to record. They were like, well, you know how to do that. Like, they heard the music I made, and they were like, you did this yourself? Well, can you record us? We'll give you money. But from the very beginning, I was just like, look, this is inefficient. Like, you can't just pay somebody else forever to record your stuff. You have to learn how to record yourself. It's cheap enough to buy the equipment. And if you look at all this studio time and paying somebody else to work on all this stuff, and even 20 years in, I still had people mixing over my shoulder, where it's like, I'm just a guy turning knobs. The artist is making all the decisions anyway. So that person needs to learn how to use the computer. There's a few clients and friends who I've worked with, and I kept telling them over and over again, I'm like, look, you are so critical and so particular about what you want, and you should be because you're an artist, and for you to get the level of control that you deserve for your music, you have to work the computer yourself. Now, it does make sense from time to time to go to a fully functional facility so you can have access to better rooms and better microphones and all that stuff. Now, that's just for tracking. When it comes to mixing, you still might be better off to hire somebody else to get it off of you, to get that out of your head. Now, as an artist, I just want to focus on the guitar or maybe just the songwriting. And now I am willing to have other people take all that other stuff. But while I was developing, it would have been cost ineffective to keep going to a studio every other day. But Anyway, I don't think audio engineering is a good business model. I don't think music production is a good business model, and I don't want anything to do with it. The curation of music, the curation of not only music, but the curation of people and comedy and music and art, the curation of things is important now. In an algorithmic feed environment where a computer is deciding what each of you see when you scroll, more important than ever, we need human beings sorting through this huge mess of music and finding what is good. And you will find music curators who you share taste with, and you will like most of what they dig up. That person does all the work of finding everything. The answer to the algorithmic bubble that we get into and the doom scrolling are human beings who do the work and share with you what they discovered. So through my fake radio station, I did that work. I no longer was concerned with music production. I was able to utilize what everybody else was working on. I was looking at The He Sinks. Thank you, Snacks. What the fuck was I talking about? I didn't want to zoom in on audio anymore. I wanted to zoom out and curate other people's work to make an experience. The decision of how to use the music, what is the music for and when, that's something that's beyond the producer, because when you produce music, you don't really know or you can't control where and how that music is going to be used. That is up to the curators or the music supervisors. It's up to media in general. It's up to whether your music is going to be used for a car commercial or even propaganda or something worse. That's beyond your control as a producer or a songwriter. But I was really lucky for a period of time to get to decide what music got played. I didn't take requests, and I got to decide. This was a reaction to over 20 years of working with other people's music. Because every day, I had to, for hours a day, zoom in on parts of something that somebody else decided. When I was doing guitar lessons, I had to listen to what the student wanted to learn. When I was in my own car, other people got the aux cord. When I was in somebody else's car, they controlled the music. When I was at parties, nobody ever let me choose what the music was. I'm coming from a lifetime of not being allowed to choose what gets listened to in social settings. So that's why I don't take music requests, because this is the first chance in my life that I get to decide what gets listened to in a social setting. Here, it's easy for you to not participate. If you don't like what you hear, you can simply go somewhere else and check back later or never. And I like that. Which is why it dumbfounds me and confuses me if somebody chooses to complain. When somebody complains about my music choices or complains that I don't take requests, I instantly block them, because their personality type is going to slow us down in the future. I would like to see that person go somewhere else and slow someone else down. Anybody who complains for any reason has been blocked in the past 2 years almost instantly, because whoever it is that they scroll to, they're going to complain somewhere else and make it work. T. Martin, thank you for the coffee magic. Most reasonable people will keep scrolling if what they're watching isn't working for them. So if somebody chooses to complain rather than scroll, that says this person might have control issues, they might have like hyper-focus issues, they might have attachment issues. Like there's all sorts of psychopathy that is an indication of. That somebody who behaves like that, I don't want them here, and I don't want them to have access to my friends. It's not so much that their behavior hurts me. It's just that I don't want that person to have access to you and you and you. Okay. Thank you. That's right, Blonde Hood. It's foreshadowing, you know. Because if you're trying to control somebody else who has the aux cord, what's going to happen later on when things get more serious? What's going to happen when there's money involved? What's going to happen when we're trying to plan? Storm, thank you for the heart me. Thank you so much. Hello, Storm. Good evening. Thank you, Jenny, for the socks and sandals. I'm very lucky to receive it. How are we doing on time? I might get up and turn some lights on, but I also might turn this off. Let's see how we're doing on time. I've been on for an hour 15. That's reasonable. Let's stay on for a little bit while longer. I want to get ready for tonight's show because it'd be great to start it as soon as it gets dark. My goal is to start before 9:30, hopefully 9:15, 9:30 this time, which would be a little after midnight for some of you. I am on West Coast time. Miss Gum, thank you for the likes. Okay, the story of how I was able to leave and how I got to here, you're going to have to wait for the Netflix series. Season 23 began the night of April 9th, April 10th. We're starting our 6th week of season 23, and what has happened in the past 6 weeks is quite a story to tell. It's almost a year of storytelling, and now's not the time or the place. Besides, this story is still developing. Some of you are here, some of you know exactly what happened, some of you don't. To catch you up on hanging out requires more hanging out. The story's still developing anyway. When some stories find closure, or if something changes, I like saying it's not the end, it's just going to be different. This is how season 21 ended. When some of you thought TikTok was going to get banned, remember January 19th? On the night of January 19th, the very last thing I said before we got cut off was, remember everybody, it's not the end. It's just going to be different. And then we got cut off. And that's how that story ends. So season 22 begins when thank God Donald Trump saved our asses, which isn't true. That's just what it said. But how many people thought that Donald Trump made a deal and that's why TikTok came back? Anyway, but that's how season 22 begins. Season 22 is very long. It ran from January 20th to April 9th. It is one of the longest, maybe in the top 4 or 5 longest seasons. But between those 3 or 4 months is a year of storytelling. It would take me, like, in traditional media, like in the form of a TV show, it could take an entire year to really, like, tell the story of what went down in between those months. Here we are entering the 6th week of season 23, and the story is still developing. I'd love to tell you about how I got here, but some other time. It's a valid story, it's a story that needs to be told, but it's not over yet. Ah, the sound of children screaming. Yes. Who doesn't love the sound of screaming children in the afternoon? Blonde in the Hood, thank you for the Heart Puff cereal. My favorite Saturday morning snack. Voice bells almost ran out of the house. Nobody ruined anything. I just, I'm just taking a quick break. It's gonna be okay. Miss Scum, thank you for the smileys. You'd rather have a root canal? Oh, jeez. Okay. I'm gonna go eat something, and I'm gonna go prepare. I got to put together tonight's playlist and take a quick break. Gonna lay around but not sleep. Thanks for listening. We had a good outdoor music time, and the next time you see me, I'll be doing something very different. Okay. Goodbye for now. Thank you, Secret Garden, for the good game. It is already 11:08 in Secret Garden time. Oh, geez. All right, East Coasters, you're going to have your 11:11 special somewhere else. Do I have time to shave? I might not. All right, goodbye for now. I'll see you soon.